Zwelinzima Vavi. We cross live to our reporter Sipho Stuurman, who is in Silverton, Pretoria. Cosatu President says a final announcement will be made later today. A very good morning to you, Sipho. What is the view from the workers on the ground to this news that Vavi may be expelled?
Good morning to you. We are out here in Silverton in Pretoria. This is a big industrial area here in the capital city. A lot of car manufacturers are based here in Silverton, and a lot of factory workers are also based here. Metal workers are also based here. And of course, we spoke to them about the possible expulsion of Cosatu Secretary General Vavi. And the sentiment here really is that the workers are going to be at the losing end of this, because they view Vavi as a person who stands for workers' rights. And one man even mentioned the fact that he was offered a position in Parliament, and then he turned it down to continue to fight for workers' issues and struggles. And obviously, recently we saw Vavi in the Pretoria High Court, where mine workers are fighting the Aurora case against the 6 Aurora directors. So they saying those images shows that he was the man for the people, a man for workers. However, there were some, obviously people have different views. There were some who saying that, you know, the issues in Cosatu are far too deep, they've gone on for too long, and that perhaps it would serve workers' interests best if the whole leadership was disbanded and sort of start on a clean slate.
And Sipho, I mean, obviously there is major focus on the Central Executive Committee meeting, which is currently underway. For the workers who are going to work 9 to 5 every single day of the week, would you say that they are keeping a close watch on this?
Oh yes, definitely. Workers are paying attention to all of this as it plays out. As I mentioned, that, you know, they watch the moves, they watch the news that, you know, Vavi turning down a position such as a member of Parliament, which he was offered, him going to court to stand with the workers. So they understand that there is a division there at play, perhaps between the Secretary General and the President of the Federation. So they are paying attention to these things because it affects them, because they want a strong Cosatu that is going to stand up for their rights. That's what the workers say they want. They're not picking sides, so to speak, but they just say they want a federation that's going to stand for their rights and fight for them, and so that they can live better lives. So they are paying attention because this affects them directly. They were very knowledgeable about the issues earlier this morning. So workers are paying attention to this. It affects them directly. It affects their incomes, and it affects their life, as it were.
Sipho, you say that the sense that you get from the workers is that they want a united Cosatu, of which all the messages that we're currently seeing is that that isn't actually the case. If Zwelinzima Vavi has to move away from Cosatu and is in fact expelled, as we have seen the rumours, do you think that those workers that you spoke to today would follow him?
Well, the workers, I think they would follow anyone that is going to fight for their rights, that is going to get them what they want. And obviously the issues are better pay, better working conditions, to be able to provide, you know, sort of a standard livelihood for their families. So if any person were to provide them that, then I believe the workers would follow whoever is promising them that better life. And hopefully that person will deliver. So yeah, they are ready to support a person that stands for their rights, a person that does not seem to be playing politics, but rather cares about workers' issues and workers' problems in the country.
Speaking to the workers and speaking to those people that are in that industrial area of Silverton in Pretoria, do you get the sense that the workers are completely disillusioned, or they still have faith in Cosatu?
Oh yes, well, workers actually have a bit of faith. They're talking about how the CEC alone cannot just expel a senior member such as Vavi, and they're talking about how there needs to be a special Congress where all the delegates come through and actually decide on his fate. They're saying that, you know, Vavi did not elect himself there. He was not elected by a few members of the CEC there. He was elected by, you know, hundreds of delegates that put him in that position, and they feel that those people that put him there should be the one that take him away from that post. So they are hopeful that if that special Congress is set and get together, that perhaps there might be a resolution to this, and that obviously they feel like Cosatu will be stronger with Vavi being part of it. I mean, he's been a leader in the federation for almost 16 years. So they feel like, you know, he's experienced, he knows the issues, and that if they were to solve their issues, some even mentioned that, you know, this is actually dirty because this is played out in the media, that they should have actually sat behind the scenes and actually solve their issues and focus on what matters. And really what matters is the workers' problems and workers' rights.
All right, thank you very much. That's Sipho Stuurman, who is our reporter out in Silverton in Pretoria, just chatting to us what the sense is like on the ground in that industrial area with the rumours that General Secretary of Cosatu, Zwelinzima Vavi, could be expelled from the trade union.